This is a very simple recipe that just accentuates the deliciousness of salmon and doesn't get in the way of it. So it just amplifies it. So I'm just seasoning it lightly and adding a couple of bits and bobs just to accentuate the salmon and bring it up to life. Well, not to life, it's still going to be a dead salmon, but it's going to taste awesome. Okay, so let's get cooking, let's go. Alright, so you start off by cleaning your board and then you place your sushi grade salmon on it and start cutting it into thin strips, about ½ centimeter wide. That's 2/5 of an inch. Now, if you don't know anything about sushi grade salmon, check out the link on the top left corner of your screen for more information. And once you've finished slicing it in one way, you start slicing it in the other direction just to get little cubes of salmon. Okay, once you're done creating these little cubes, then you want to start chopping the salmon. So first you do a rough chop one way like this, and then the other way. And then you want to do a fast chop with the knife going up and down quickly like this and going across your salmon. And the only hard part about this is keeping all the salmon on the board because it will fly everywhere if you're not paying attention. Okay, so once that's done and you've got the right consistency and texture of tartare, then you want to move this over into a bowl. Okay, you can use a knife to help you with this. And now you want to add 10 grams of very thinly diced shallots, followed by 7 grams of diced chives and 2 grams of lemon zest. Then you want to add 2.5 grams of salt. Now these measurements are all usually done by feel, but I've decided to measure them all so you guys can replicate this exactly the same. Okay, now you add 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. That happens to be 3 grams. And then you add 1 teaspoon of sesame seed oil. Now that's also 3 grams. Okay, so now you want to mix this together. You want to just fold it over very delicately. You don't want to destroy any of that salmon or mush it up because otherwise you'll end up with a salmon paste instead of salmon tartare. Okay, so just fold it over very gently. At this point I'm going to add a little bit more seasoning, just some black pepper, and I'm just going to do this to taste. Once you've added that in, carry on folding and very carefully churning it over. Don't destroy the salmon, and that's it. This is just a very simple, delicious salmon tartare. Alright, so now there's just one more thing left. You always have to give it a little taste, just to make sure everything's right. That's great. Voila, done. Okay, so that's how easy it is to make salmon tartare. And it's just a great way to just amplify the salmon you have to make it just a little bit better and taste great. And you can add this to the inside of sushi rolls, on top of sushi rolls, or whatever you really fancy. Like I did in the tiger sushi roll. You can check that out by clicking on the bottom right corner of your screen right now. And it's just a great thing to know how to make. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, don't forget the like button somewhere down there and share this with your friends by clicking on the top right corner of your screen. It really helps me out if you do that. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do so right now by clicking on the top left corner of your screen and you'll be updated when new videos are released.